We're debating whether the age to get your driver's license should be 16, or 18, or 21, or 48.
Or 12.
Or 12.
Yeah, okay.
So you guys had pretty much fun today? Well, we're really glad that you came to join us. Thank you for helping us get some work done for the people of Maryland today. It was wonderful having you guys here with us. And I just want to sit down and spend some time with you and answer any questions you might have. Anybody got any good questions? Did you help your mom and dad and your aunts do some work? No? Just had fun? You just kind of ignored them? Well, it's a pretty cool place for them to work, right? Your families, they do really important work. Your moms and your dads and your aunts and uncles. They are really working hard for the people of Maryland, and we couldn't do it without them. So you should be really proud of your parents and your relatives who brought you in today, because they do a great job. And I can tell you guys are going to be just like them when you grow up. You have a great group of kids here with us. So let's ask some good questions. Nobody has.
Riley's got a question.
Riley always has questions.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color? I think my favorite color is purple, like what I have my tie on right now. How about you? What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? Well, we sort of match. We go together pretty good, pink and purple. But you know how you make purple?
No.
You have to mix red and blue. And in politics, they say, you know, there's the red and the blue. And bipartisanship is when you bring red and blue together, you get purple. So that's when we're working together with both parties.
Where do you go to eat that?
That's a really good question. Well, most of the time we eat at the government house because they have chefs there that are really good. So the food's just as good as any restaurant. But we like to get out sometimes and walk around downtown Annapolis, and there's lots of great places. Depends on what we're in the mood for. Sometimes, yeah, chicken roost.
Awesome.
We have awesome. We have a great sandwich down there. That's the Hogan's Hero. And if you got to be really hungry to eat that one. I guess Joss is a place that has really good sushi. I think we go to Acme sometimes. They have the best chicken wings in the world. You know, we go to most of the places. We try to get around as much as we can. Sometimes when the First Lady's not looking, I might go hit the Annapolis Ice Cream Factory. That's pretty cool. Favorite football team? Well, you know, I'm a big college football fan. And I went to Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida, so the Florida State Seminoles are my favorite football team. What about what?
NFL.
NFL, I'm a Ravens fan and a Redskin fan. We have two great Maryland teams. And I grew up in the Washington area, right near the Redskin Stadium. But I love going to Ravens games too, and they're both exciting to watch.
Did you ever think that you were going to become governor?
Yeah, I thought that I might become governor, but a lot of people didn't think I was going to be. They thought it was a big surprise. I worked really hard. We started a group called Change Maryland, and we did it for 4 years. And I went all around the state. We almost 150,000 people involved in our effort, and it was the biggest upset victory in the country. And we surprised everyone, but I always believed that we could win because I thought the people of Maryland were ready for a change. And so on election night, everyone in the world was surprised, but not me. I was just happy that we achieved it.
What's your favorite thing to do in Annapolis?
Favorite thing to do in Annapolis? Well, that's a really good question. I just love to spend time with my family. And I like to get out and walk around Annapolis. It's a beautiful town. You know, we have the waterfront and all the sailboats. I've got a little dog that I take for walks sometimes. I play in the yard. But Annapolis is just a neat town. You know, it's the sailing capital of America. We have the Chesapeake Bay, and we have all this history with all these beautiful buildings and so much that's happened here over hundreds of years. So it's a cool town to walk around. But I love Annapolis. I can't think of any place I'd rather live.
You met the president.
I did meet the president, as a matter of fact. I've met him 3 or 4 times already, the current president. And I had the opportunity to go to his office, the Oval Office, and sit down and meet with him for about an hour. And I spent all day at the White House one day and met all the cabinet secretaries and had lunch with the vice president. The first lady and I, we got to go to dinner at the White House with the president and the first lady. But I've also had the opportunity to meet lots of other presidents too before this one. I think I've met 5, now 6 presidents of the United States. So it's pretty cool. It's even though the president currently, we're in different parties and we don't agree on everything, it was an honor to be at the White House and to get a chance to be there.
When's your birthday?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that one. Somebody needs to write this down so we can have a birthday party and invite everybody back. But May 25th. Will you guys come back for cake and ice cream?
Yes.
Coming up soon. I'm going to be really, really old. So you can't ask me how old. Older than dirt. Doesn't mean it means like really old. What would you think? Take a guess. 100?
Why did you run to be governor?
Because I really thought that the state was heading in the wrong direction, and I was concerned. I love the state of Maryland. I spent my whole life here, and I thought that bad decisions were being made, and I wanted to make sure it was a better state for you guys to grow up in, and I thought I could make a difference. So I decided to try to do something about it.
Where in Maryland did you grow up?
I grew up in Prince George's County, and inside the Beltway in Landover, which is a pretty rough neighborhood. But I grew up in Landover and Capitol Heights and inside the Beltway in Prince George's County, and then spent most of my life there in Prince George's County. I've lived in Upper Marlboro and Bowie and in Greenbelt. And then not too long ago, I moved down here to Anne Arundel County, Edgewater and Annapolis. But just recently, I just moved into that pool house that you guys toured earlier. I've only been in there for 9 years.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 daughters, and they're all grown up. And I have 1 granddaughter who's 2 years old. And I have all girls. I live in a house of all girls. I have the first lady, 3 daughters, a granddaughter, and even my dog is a girl. No guys in my house, except for me. I'm a guy, I'm the only guy. Favorite basketball player? Of all times, or you mean like currently right now? Or probably LeBron, I guess.
What do you do when you're a governor?
What do you do? Well, every once in a while you get this great opportunity to come in the conference room and talk with kids like you. And that's really fun. But sometimes it's more hard work and it's not as much fun. But, we work really hard on lots of different issues, and all your moms and dads are part of a great team. We have meetings right here at this table and we talk about how can we do things to improve the state and how can we help people. We make a lot of decisions. We have to look at bills that the legislature passes and decide if we're going to turn it into law or not by signing it. And we're trying to run the state government. We have to run lots of agencies and lots of different services, and we have lots of employees all over the state of Maryland that we have to manage. We do a lot of different things.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have an older sister and I have 4 younger brothers. So we got a pretty big family.
What do you think is the best law that you've changed as you've governor?
The best law that we changed?
Yeah.
Well, we've only been here for 90 days, and the legislative session just ended a week ago. That is a week. Wow. And so we haven't got a chance to do as many things as we'd like to do yet. But one thing that we did change, there was a tax called the rain tax. And we were the only state in the entire nation that taxed the rain. And most people in Maryland thought it was completely crazy. And I ran a campaign to change it, and we changed it.
Are you guys ready for popsicles?
Who wants popsicle?
Yay!
Yay! You're supposed to say yay!
Yeah!
Okay, thank you guys. It was really fun. Thanks for coming.